Our remaining guest is always Wanda Massengale from the Ozark Humane Society, and we always love it when she comes in because she brings cheer and joy and happiness, and you either bring a cat or a dog
I do.
that's in need of someone special.
Right. This is Emily. She's part terrier mix. She has been at the shelter since she was 8 weeks old, and she was brought in '09. So
She's
that
been there a while.
basically been her home.
Huh.
Her adoption fee has already been paid, so she would be free to whoever.
She's up to date on all of her shots,
Right.
so she's ready to
She's
romp.
fixed. She needs to go to a home that doesn't have any other animals in it.
Okay.
But she loves babies and kids, so she
Okay.
just needs to be a one.
Does she just not get along with other animals?
They didn't tell me that.
Oh, okay. You don't know
didn't.
that
You just
information.
know that fact.
I know that fact, and
She probably is a people person, not another dog person.
Oh, I really think she likes people.
Yeah. Well, you can tell.
She's good on a leash, and she's well behaved, and she
Is she
definitely.
housebroken?
I don't know
You
that
don't know.
either.
Okay.
And she knows her name. She does, but like I said, her
Emily.
adoption fee is free.
What kind of dog? What kind?
Terrier mix is what
Terrier mix is what I was told.
Okay.
But Jethro and Dee Dee that were with us last time, they have been adopted.
I
Good,
spoke to
good,
their
good.
mother Monday night, and they just love them, love them, love them, love them. So that's just, it's a happy ending.
I'm glad that they both got adopted.
Yeah.
Together,
Yes.
which was what Mary Hickman
Yeah.
wanted. That was
Yeah.
her stipulation.
Well, that's great.
But she's, like you said, good to go, and she's such a sweet little girl. But I did some checking on how many animals were adopted in 15, and there were 625 adoptions.
Yay.
And in 14, there were 463
That's
adoptions.
200 more, yeah.
So in 2 years, that's 1,088 pets that this area has placed. We really live in such a caring community in just every aspect, and especially with pets too.
And I always like to point out that the Humane Society is converted over to a non-kill. That means that this animal would not be here today, probably.
That's exactly
Because they
right.
would have kept them
Well,
for I
that
don't know how
long.
long, 6 months
Yeah.
or I don't know how long.
Right.
I have no idea. But she's been there since '09.
But I wanted to ask about the adoption fee, the pets that do not come on the show. And the dogs is $75 and the cats are $35. But the thing of it is that's not very much when you consider the spay, neuter, the
Yeah.
shots
and
and
all that.
everything. So I did some more checking, and I asked what the budget is per day they allow for the
Okay.
animals, and it's $6.25.
So that's what it costs to house each individual dog or cat.
On an average, and it would be more if there was veterinary expense
Right.
involved
Right,
too. So,
And
for-
are there times when a dog is brought in that needs medical attention?
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
But for a cat, 1 week of housing the cat at the Humane Society is what the adoption fee is, at about 2 weeks for the dog. So anything over that, it's a loss.
right, Mhm.
That's
right.
why the Humane Society depends so much on donations and things that are brought to the Calls for Paws, is because they have to make up the difference
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
that.
She's awfully sweet.
She is, yeah. And then I asked about the spay and neuter clinic. And in January spay and neuter clinic, there were 72 cats that were fixed and 50 dogs that were fixed, so a total of 122. And there were 14 volunteers, and with 14 volunteers, they put in 190 hours in 3
Wow.
days. The next spay and neuter clinic is coming up in April 12th, 13th, and 14th, I think. And the it's $20 non-refundable deposit.
Okay.
But there's 3 aspects of the Humane Society. There's the Humane Society itself, there's the Calls for Paws, and the spay and neuter clinic. So they're doing 3 different things for this area.
Yeah. Yeah.
And definitely something to think about is to have your pets spayed or neutered so that there's not a problem. I don't know if we could ever eradicate the problem, but it certainly could help with unwanted pets. And,
But in some communities where they
responsible.
have, I think I don't even know if they have strict laws on.
They do in states.
On some states about spay and neutering, so they don't have a kennel or a humane problem or society problem.
Right. There are 24 pets that are going out or have gone out so far this year on transport to other locations. And that really speaks highly of our area that people are going on websites and finding the pets here that are for adoption because they know that they're taken care of.
Yeah.
Right.
And that, but in January of this year, there were 38 adoptions, and in February, there have been 35 adoptions so far.
Good.
And I see on Facebook, you know, I go to the pet websites, that's just what I do, and I see so many lost animals because they don't have collars. They don't have tags if they do have collars. There's no ID or, you know, like that. People, it doesn't take but maybe $5 to get a tag, and it sure saves a lot of worry. So that's one of my pet peeves. Please get tags for your dogs and,
And,
identify
It's a
them.
simple fix.
Yeah, anymore you can, I mean, if you have access to the internet, you can go to several sites and get tags made, at least for your, your
Right.
information.
Right.
And the Humane Society, when they have microchips, they will microchip free upon request when a pet's adopted.
Yeah. And that's a little device that goes under the skin.
It does. It's in a needle. It just
A-
goes
and
under
that,
the skin.
You
How
have
does
to,
that-
is it, you have to upgrade that every year, is that right? Or
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
Okay.
so. Just the information needs to be put on the computer, you know, at a site where the dog's registered
They
or it
register
doesn't
the-
do any
And if there's a
good.
dog that
Right.
comes in that they don't know,
But
they
it's
can scan
simple.
the
It's-
dog and
There's
and the
two ones. There's two different kinds of ones, so that makes me think
Yeah.
there's two different kinds of, you know,
scanning or however. you know.
microchips.
Okay.
And they have two ones to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so they check right off to see if they can place the dog back into the home.
Mm-hmm.
But the adoption fee, you know, it doesn't cover the whole cost of keeping the pets. There's just a lot of love and caring for these animals at the Humane Society.
And we have talked before about special needs of the animals, and they need bedding, they need daily food, and you have a place that they can do that. If
Yes.
if they
the
don't want to
Calls
donate
for
direct.
Paws. Yes, there's a link on PayPal on the Facebook page that they can donate that way. I
You can
asked-
help. Also, I was going to say you can also help by paying vet bill
Oh yes, and
at,
Pal
at
Feed.
Harrison Animal,
Animal
Clinic,
Clinic.
and then at Pal Feed, right?
I do need a bigger lap, don't I? I asked what their needs are right now, and I saw on Facebook not long ago they needed newspapers.
Okay.
Small plastic kiddie pools, you know, with the hot weather coming, they can
Uh-huh.
play in there and wade. Window air conditioning.
Kittens wade in the water? I didn't know that.
The dogs.
Dog.
Oh, I thought you said kitty.
Well,
kitty
kiddie
pools.
pools, the little kiddie pools.
Kitty.
Yeah, we want to
KIDD,
see the
okay.
kitties in the water.
Yeah, okay.
Children
Yeah.
pools.
Children pools.
I even
okay.
have one for my two ducks, Crackers and
Okay.
Quackers.
Cacker. Okay.
And cleaning supplies and flea and tick granules for the ground
Right.
as well. They're needing that. And something else I was
Or
told.
just monetary. you know.
Right. Water hoses. You know, I really never thought of that. But of course they do. They
Oh,
need
well,
water
yeah.
hoses. How would you like to get down?
Or you just waller her to death.
Yeah, yeah.
Emily. Emily. What is it?
Emily.
Emily.
Emily, yeah. She's a sweet dog. That's-
Well, if you're interested in more information, would you like to help the Humane Society, you can call them at 741-3050. Is that
That's
right?
right, good.
3050. And, or go to Pal Feed and say, I want to
Yeah.
give to the Humane Society. What can I do? And then they can tell you.
Right.
Because
And they
you've
can
got
always
an
use
account there.
human interaction as well, because you're walking the dogs,
Volunteers.
volunteers or whatever they need you to do.
And then Harrison Animal Clinic.
Right.
And items that can be resold, Calls for Paws thrift shop.
And I know they just had the
Romance.
chocolate. Yeah, the romance. How do you know any?
No, I
anything
don't know
about
any
that? Okay.
details on
Okay.
that.
I saw some pictures.
It was really
Go
cute.
to. They have a Facebook page. Ozark. I guess it's under Ozark Humane Society.
Yes, it is.
And you can kind of keep up with things going on there and please for what they need, maybe immediate needs.
And animals that are brought in by the city is posted on there trying to get their homes found.
Right.
And
Right.
then the pets that are adopted, like Jethro and Dee Dee.
And I take all my newspaper out there now, since there is that need, and there's always that need. So.
There is.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you, Wanda.
Well, thank you.
Thanks. We'll have you
Thanks.
back. Of
Emily,
course.
good luck.
Emily, if you want, if you like what you see in Emily here, just call the Humane Society. Adoption's already
She's
been
free,
paid for,
so-
so this is a free dog. Has all of her shots, all of her
Very well behaved.
vaccinations. She's up to date.
Worming.
All the
flea and
warming's done.
tick.
She's ready to go, and she wants to be your special friend. Thanks a lot.
Thank
Appreciate it
you.
very much. And we want to thank all the guests that have been on the show today. We had a couple that didn't
Pan out, did they?
No, they didn't.
Whatever.
That's their loss. We'll get them back, and if you'd like to be on the show, there's easy ways you can do that. You can give us a call here at the station at 870-741-4891, or you can go to our Facebook page, Hometown Television, or is it Hometown? I can't remember. It's just there when
Hometown TV, maybe?
it's hometowntv.net
Net.
is our
She
website.
knows.
It's Hometown Television is
On
our
the
Facebook
Facebook
page.
page.
Yes, that's right.
Thanks, Wanda.
You're welcome.
As she knows. I have no clue. Anyway, we thank you for that, and we'll see you again next time. You've been watching 726 right here in Harrison, Arkansas.
Right.